Indeed, a very warm welcome to you. This is the Business Hour podcast. My name is Jimmy Mbogo, and today we'll be having a discussion around DADA. This is a proposition by Stanbic Bank, and we'll be giving you more details about how it works and who is eligible to sort of take advantage of it rather. And so, but before going into that discussion, here is your business tip for the day. And our business tip for the day says, if you really look closely, most overnight success took a long time. That is by Steve Jobs. Alright, and as promised, we're going to have a discussion around DADA, and I will be engaging ROSE GICHUKI, I believe that's correct, who is the lead banking for DADA. Lead, or is it DADA Women Banking Lead? What's the correct way to put it?
Head of Women Banking at Stanbic.
Great. Yes. So Rose, karibu sana, welcome to the program.
Yes.
We're glad to host you. Mm-hmm. So yes. One of the things that we want to first of all get to understand is, what is DADA? Okay. A lot of people have seen advertisement, have seen promotions going around about DADA, but most of them do not even understand what DADA is. Okay. So just explain to us what DADA is all about. Yeah.
So DADA simply, first of all, stands for Dare to Aspire, Dare to Achieve. So Dare to Aspire, Dare to Achieve. And DADA is about, of course, the DADA.
Okay.
We some time in the last 2 years we've been doing some research on women.
Okay.
And this motivated us to come up with this solution for women. Mm-hmm. Some of the nuggets that came out of that research included, but were not limited to, things like 82% of all the savings account in this country are held by women.
Okay.
1% of land, held by women. 10%, that 10% is a number that are availing credit in this country. Yet they are keeping in 82% of savings in the banks.
Okay.
So those are some of the interesting statistics that came up. And that also 50% of the women, of the population of Kenya is women. 33% of all SMEs, micro and SMEs, are owned by women. Yeah. So we started thinking, we need to address this woman. So when we went to the ground, locally and internationally, we asked women, what is making you not come to the banks? What's going on? Yeah,
all right.
Just finding out. And we discovered that there are a few things that women value. First of all, they value their kids, they value their businesses, they value their health, they value their chamas. They want to know, they want networking, because that's why we are so strong in the chama space. They want advice, they want information, and most importantly, that they've also grown in earning capacity. Right now they're earning well, they're running their businesses very well. And so we decided this is a space we must address. How are banks addressing this space? What can we do to improve, to support this woman to be the best that she can be? Because, the famous saying, you have dadas in your space, and that's why you look so fine. It's as a result of a mother, who took care of you, who took time, there are dadas in all over working very hard just to maintain their families, their businesses, their friends, their networks. Okay. So we just thought, how are banks playing in this space? And for sure, our CEO had to apologize actually to some women on behalf of banks because banks haven't been in that space.
They haven't really paid attention to them.
They hadn't understood what the woman wanted. And the woman wanted more.
Okay.
Not just a financial solution. The woman wanted also a non-financial solution.
Okay, and actually now that even brings me to my next question, because I was trying to understand why women specifically. You could have targeted youth, you could have targeted as just small SMEs, SME owners, you could have targeted entrepreneurs, but the question has always been why particularly women? And I'm sure I'm not alone in terms of those who are curious about why women, but I think you have explained that. So specifics. It has been a couple of years, correct me if I'm wrong, but I suspect 2 or so years of running DADA.
Actually 1 year. We started we launched in June 2019.
All right, June 2019.
So it's our 1 year plus.
It's around your 1 year anniversary. Yep. So let's talk about this. Some of the things that you've noticed in this 1 year about women and financing.
Okay. So first of all, we've noticed that they want respect in whatever it is that they are doing. in their financing, we have noticed that when we ask them why they are not approaching, because remember we launched, there's a fund we launched for 20 billion. I think you must have heard about it.
Yes, yes.
And out of that, we've given out about 1.1 billion so far to women. But that's still not enough. Yeah, we still need more women to come in. Yeah, so we were like curious, what's not bringing you? Why aren't you qualifying? Even they were curious why only few of us have come in. So you find it's an issue of financial, how they're keeping their books, their accounting systems, the confidence to even come into a bank to talk to somebody. Basically, I think historically, a woman and money were like, it's the men who took charge all the time. So we are shy. We are shy to borrow. We are also more careful. By the way, we are also better payers. So you find things like their books were not orderly. Sometimes they didn't have the courage. Sometimes they didn't have security. You can see 1% of us own land in Kenya. So there were so many issues. And of course, the banks also had not tweaked it. We didn't have all these unsecured facilities that we have now. And sometimes even a woman just needed as little as 50,000 and boom, she flies. So who would trust her with that? So that really, we have learned a lot of things as we are going in this journey. And that also sometimes they just don't want to borrow.
Okay, and that even brings me to the next question, which is in terms of the borrowing trends. And I was having a conversation with some Coco some time back, and he was alarmed at the rate at which people are borrowing for consumption. So from this, from DADA, for instance, the number of women coming in to borrow and to get credit, what is it for? Is it for consumption? Is it for investment?
You'd be surprised. You know, they've become so creative. And you know, with the digital and all that, you've seen even women mechanics. You've seen women in police, women in Ambosel. You've seen women in all sectors, SME, name it. You've seen top range women in boardrooms. The number is growing. So they are in all sectors. So there are some things also we are trying to teach them, especially the ones in business, how to separate their personal and their business earnings. So those are some of the trainings that we are carrying out. Things like profit methodology, understanding your business, and what do you call it? Candid conversations on tendering. How do you tender? How do you know? So they're all over. So it's not just for consumption. Women don't borrow to marry or to get married. They will not do. They're very careful. And you've seen how organized they are in their chamas. They are borrowing to buy land, to buy homes, they're out there to do their businesses, invoice discounting, all that.
Let's talk about the number of beneficiaries and especially women-led SMEs for over the last 1 year. How has it been, and from which sectors are they normally coming? Is it I have a small kiosk, I need money to expand, or is it I want to invest in something else, I need X amount of money? What has the trend been, and especially in terms of when you look at the number of SMEs that have come on board?
Okay, first of all, with DADA, we embrace every woman, because every woman is a DADA. There's the individual DADA, there's the one doing business, there's the one in the chama, in the groups. So all of them are welcome to this community of DADA. DADA is actually a proposition. So some of the benefits that they've had of being within DADA is that we've been able to fulfill their financial needs to borrow. They've been able to learn how to protect their loved ones through the special insurance packages that we've done for them. We've taught them how to save and invest. We have all those arms within Stanbic. We have the securities arm if they want to play in the what is it called, treasury bills. They want to buy shares. We are walking that journey with them. Then they also have the added benefit of meeting like-minded women. They are networking. They are engaging and learning from each other, and ultimately they are growing themselves and their businesses. So it's been very wide, especially on the non-financial. It's been amazing. We've had even pop-up markets for them here where they've come and showcased their businesses. We've had networking. It's only COVID ilikuja, otherwise we would be all over meeting dadas, and we love meeting.
And actually you've talked about the amount of money that has been dispersed over the last 1 year, but the question is to how many dadas?
Okay. So far we've interacted with, we have about, right now the community is about 5,000.
Okay.
But we've interacted with over, 7,000 over the last year. But during this campaign period, we've actually talked to over 24,000 dadas.
Okay.
And so they're in various stages of processing and coming in to tell us, do I want mentorship? Do I want networking? Do I want education? Do I want to borrow? And how are you positioning to learn? What is there? What is available for me? So based on their needs, So we have interacted with that number.
All right, because actually, and the fact that COVID came and disrupted everything, what was the target for this year, and how far is it in terms of achieving that target, in terms of your reach?
Yeah, actually for me, in as far as the lending space is concerned, we're actually almost there in what we had thought we'll give this year. Okay. But again, we have that kitty of 20 billion, which we want to disperse by 2021. Yeah. So we welcome them.
All right, and I'm sure there's someone watching this or even listening to this, and one of the biggest questions they're asking is what is the eligibility test? What do I need to do to qualify for this, to qualify for this credit, or to be part of this DADA community? Okay.
Just come and open an account.
Okay.
Then we will put you under the DADA community, and then you'll come and tell us what it is, because my needs and the needs of the other one are not the same. So we can't just flatly say. So what we are encouraging is that let's start a relationship, because again, for us to deal, we have to know you. For me to invite you, I have to have your contacts in my book. Okay. For me to lend you, I have to have a history of how you're doing your business or where you're at. Are you at the initial stages where you need mentoring and training? Are you an experienced business person where we can take you on another level, like our trade platforms? Are you looking for opportunity? We have Hapa, we have our agency, banking, which women can sign up for and enhance their businesses, women who are running shops and all that. So there is so much in this space. Are you looking to trade in China? We have the Africa-China agency. We have an agent there who is waiting, who is verifying for you your imports and exports, who is the go-between. So there's so much. It depends on what you're doing. Are you in trade? Are you in... So just come as you are. Okay. Open an account. You can self-onboard. One of the things we've done during this COVID season is launched digital platforms. So right now you don't even have, because dadas have been busy. You're kwa nyumbani, the kids are at home, you're educating, you have a husband, you're running a business from the same space. So basically you won't have time to come to a bank to fill in the normal forms. So just go into Play Store, download our app, self-onboard yourself. Open an account. It's that easy. Or if you can't and you're stuck, send us an SMS through 22208 and we'll call you back and find out what is it exactly you want to engage on.
So Rose, when you look back and when you're conceptualizing this idea of DADA and the reception that you've been able to receive, is this what you anticipated, or has it been overwhelming?
No, I think it's been a joy. I don't know how to put it. But first of all, the learning, the lessons are immense. We're always telling our CEO, oh my God, the women are saying this. We are always reinventing. Like now the women told us, no, me, for example, I operate a business in Kikomba. I'm Mama Boga. How are you addressing me? So right now, come bank with us for 6 months. Let's see you. Automatically, it picks up where our digital lending platform has been launched recently. You can borrow from as little as 1,000 to 1 million unsecured. And if you're existing, we are taking it to 3 million for you unsecured. So from that little, so we're able to accommodate you. If it's whatever insurance, we are working with you the journey. We are advising you on what you need to do. And then we are also, these platforms are also making it easier for you. For example, you don't need to come to go to KPLC, to Nairobi Water. It even prompts you that your bill is due and it is this much. So you can even budget properly. So we have very robust systems that we've put in place, and it's been an experience. It's a learning journey. We are learning. They are growing. We are growing with them, and we are very excited. It's not been overwhelming. I can just say it's been beautiful. It's nice to see them come through and then walk out confidently that my bank has got my back. All right, and that also now brings me to my next question, which is over the last year, how much would you say has been the average in terms of borrowing for those dadas who come on board? What has been the average rate, amount they're taking away? We are ranging within the 1.5, 1.8. Yeah, of course, there are those who are doing bigger monies, the ones doing bigger contracts. We have 50, 40 million. We have the 20 millions. We have the 50,000s. Even if you're our client, go on the app and get your cash advance there. It's cheap money. It's easy. It's instant. So, yeah.
Does okay, this is something that has actually crossed my mind right now in terms of, let's say I'm a Stanbic client.
Yes.
I'm a guy, of course. I'm a man.
Mm-hmm.
But are there chances I could also access some of these facilities that dadas are getting?
Dada is a solution for women. But
there
is a Stanbic Bank, which is a fantastic space to be in. We have products for everybody. Even the ones I'm talking about, they are available. Like I'm telling you, open your account. You have your mobile app, download our app, go in there, open your account, start a relationship, and you can also access the same facilities, even more. All
right, please, gentlemen, just this is not for you. Don't try going to Dada platform. Just do there's something else for you. No, let's leave. But
Dada is not it's a community. So there are other bank products. Stanbic has. I mean, we are part of Stanbic Bank.
So we shouldn't feel left out.
No. Karibuni sana, everybody. By the way, feel free. There is so much, and by the way, the treatment is the same. We have the commercial banking, we have the investments arm, we have the savings and invest, we have, so don't feel left out. You come and tell us what you want. Stanbic is ready, and our new motto, it can be. Okay, so there's this question that I'm sure a lot of people are asking. What is the repayment plan? Yes, these solutions are very inviting, but what is the repayment plan? What are the rates? How long am I given? It depends. If you're taking a mortgage, there's 20 years. If you are salaried, and if you're not salaried, there's the 10 years. So it depends on the product that you're taking. So it's up to you. The cash advance is monthly. So it depends on the space you're playing in.
But in terms of the repayment rate, how much is it in terms of interest?
Interest, is governed by CBK, right? So it's based on that plus 4 or plus,
Right.
So ranging around 12, 13, 14.
14%.
So depending,
So over the last couple of months, and that is since COVID was first announced in the country, we saw a lot of banks taking sort of a back seat in terms of lending and just trying to cushion themselves. What have you as a Stanbic been doing in that regard?
First of all, for our dadas, we've been very involved with our clients. We've had mental training sessions, health sessions, just to check how you're doing. We've had training such as surviving to thrive during COVID period. We've done so many trainings within that space that were addressing from mental to your financial health to how you holding up. And we've seen a lot of changes also in segment. And then beyond that, I think we were the first bank, if I'm not wrong, to give moratoriums and to restructure loans for our clients. We gave a 6-month moratorium to our clients, and we were still willing to listen to them. Where are you at? Because all of a sudden businesses shut down. And people had facilities. Then what do you want? We were able to restructure for you based on how we are seeing your industry going. So we are one of the most accommodating banks that I've seen in this market, actually, and among the first. So I was very happy about that. And that was for both dadas and everybody. So don't go there.
And everybody else.
And everybody else who is a client of Stanbic.
Also, there's just looking in terms of the recent past, we know that a lot of women are venturing into entrepreneurship, but the question is, some of them have never done anything business related. For dadas, what are you offering them in terms, and you've talked about issues such as training. What does this training entail? Is it about bookkeeping? Is it about how to minimize my expenditure? What is it? What does it revolve around?
It is, I don't know how to put it, but it depends on where, again, you're coming from and where you're at. So, for example, we have one coming up next week, actually 2. We have partnered with Facebook and our foundation to bring in the digitized marketing of products. People are at home. How are you putting your products? And this training is being done by Facebook themselves, so they know They will address anything under Facebook, WhatsApp, how to position your business in those spaces if you're an entrepreneur. Then we have things like profit methodology, how you calculating your profits, how you dealing with your cash flows. Then we have understanding your business, then implications of taxes. We have everything. We have based on where you are, and that's why we are interacting with this community, because they are also telling us, I want this. I am here. Do you have anything in this line? Yeah.
All right. So, in terms of some of the common mistakes that you've seen, and especially in terms of financial mistakes that a lot of them were making probably before joining this this community, what are some of these mistakes, and how then, even for those who probably might not have an idea it's a mistake, what are some of these issues that they need to look at and just move away from it or change how they're doing things?
Okay. I think some of them is just separating business from personal finances and business. That's one key one. Keeping your books in order, getting auditors to even audit your books, because banks will ask for that. Banking, because what happens is that you find a business is selling, you have your sales 10,000 for the day. So instead of banking the 10,000, you take it. You go and buy stock again. So you buy stock of 8,000 and put 2,000. So when the bank asks for your statement, we are only seeing 2,000, a turnover of 2,000, as opposed to 10,000 daily. So put in the 10,000 and then draw again to go and buy your stocks. That way it's 10,000 times 30 days, which is 300, as opposed to 10,000 times 2,000 times 30. So the difference, that's the difference. So the bank will be seeing 2,000 instead of 10,000. Then just bookkeeping, and then the confidence, the courage to come and talk to us. Talk to us about what your plans are, planning projections, where are you going, market research. Are you in the right space, or everybody is in that space, Baka, you can't make a coin out of it. So market research, bookkeeping, separation of finances. There's so much training. Do you have knowledge in that industry, or you're just going because I saw Jimmy doing quails?
It becomes a wave, and suddenly that wave is no longer there. So let's talk about the issues of accounts. And as I was researching for this conversation in the morning, I saw there are 3 different types of DADA accounts. So could you just explain to us how the 3 different works, and what are the benefits of each one?
First of all, DADA is not a product.
So
basically we have accounts in the bank that are called current accounts, savings account, fixed deposit accounts. So and that's another challenge also, that people think that they can't keep enough money, just build up their capital. I keep saying, and I keep telling women, when you put in 1 bob today, it is called 1 bob. And by the way, it will be received by the cashier the same way, with a stamp of 1 million. If you put another one tomorrow, it will be called 2 bob. It will never be called 1 bob again, and another bob and another bob. It will never be 1 shilling again. And becoming a millionaire, or just building up your wealth, is so easy when you're using our savings account, because for one, it pays on a daily balance basis. It calculates interest on a daily balance basis. So whatever money is there on that day, it will earn interest in the night, and then it will be accrued and credited at the end of the month. So if you had 10,000 today, it will earn. If you put in 1 million for that day, it will also earn. And if it reduces, whatever amount is in the account for that day, will earn interest. So it's a fantastic savings account. We have children's accounts, we have fixed deposit accounts with good rates, and we also have current accounts, which are no charges, especially for the Pamoja trader, the sole proprietors.
So as we almost wind up, I just want to know, from where you sit, what has been the biggest win for DADA?
To me, I think, first of all, from a bank point of view, is creating that community. Seeing women give testimonials freely. I don't know if you've come across some of the testimonials for the women. Purity, businesswoman in Kikomba,
I think I might have come across one or two. Yeah.
Motor shop. You know, just hearing them give you fantastic stories that you held my hand when I needed you.
Yeah.
You have trained me. You showed me the way. You were there for me. You listened to me. When I come to the bank, I'm not lost. Your team is ready. Yeah, to listen to my need and my unique. I think those are some of the things that I have experienced that are really good about DADA.
All right, and I think my final question as we wind up is why should I join? I'm a sister, I'm a lady. Why should I join DADA?
Hiyo ni swali. One, you're a DADA. Two, you want to network. 3, it is the place you'll find your market. 4, it is the place you'll be educated, you'll be trained. 5, we have wellness clinics. 6, we will give you money when the need arises. 7, we will teach you how to save. We will teach you how to protect your wealth. We'll even teach you how to manage that wealth and the legacy, the transition. We've also done trainings on estate planning. And will writing, things that are out there that we never talk about. We are ready to talk about them here. Yeah.
All right, and I think that's a good place to end it. We will be looking forward to see the progress in terms of further disbursement, and we'll be seeing how that 20 billion, right, will be disbursed over the next 1 or 2 years, and probably it might be surprising to see that it's not there after next year.
No, we'll be so happy. In fact, even after wakuje, let them come now. Today, we are so ready for you. Please come in. Don't be scared. It's good for your business. Come in and let's talk. Let's just talk about where you're at.
And that has been ROSE GICHUKI. Thank you so much for making time for us. And that's how we wrap up this episode of the Business Hour podcast. My name is Jimmy Mbogo, and remember, every hour is Business Hour.